The punishment meted out to Korach va'adato was truly yachid b'mino, in a league of its own, even when compared with other punishments inflicted by Kadosh Baruch Hu upon Bnei Yisrael in the Midbar, which were also clearly miraculous in nature. The ground spontaneously opened up, swallowed up the intended group of people, and closed up again, thereby not allowing the onlookers to even entertain the thought that it was just an earthquake. The Maharal in Tiferes Yisrael explains the heavy message of this dramatic episode. Korach va'adato simply had no place in the world. Their machloket had brought them to such far-reaching transgressions that they had lost any right of existence, such that they had to simply abruptly cease to exist. What is at the root of this machlokes, which is spoken of in Chazal, in Pirkei Avos, as the archetype of machlokes shelo l'shem shamayim? From where does it sprout? Rashi in Pasuk Aleph of the Parsha asks this question, Uma ra'a Korach lachaloki Moshe? And his answer, nitkaneh. Korach was jealous. Rashi explains that Korach wanted the position of Nasi of Bnei Kahat, which Moshe had given to Elitzaphan ben Uziel, Korach's first cousin. Rashi here emphasizes that this appointment by Moshe was actually al pi hadibur, but nonetheless Korach felt wronged. Out of this kinna, Korach proceeded to say, Hareini cholek alav, on Moshe, umevatel et devarav. And with that, according to the Meforshim, Korach and those who joined him began to challenge Moshe's authority, the authenticity of his shlichus me Hashem, and by extension, the authenticity of the Torah itself, including the Torah Sheba'al Peh. Let us talk about the root of the problem, the jealousy which Korach felt. How is Korach expected not to feel jealous? How are we expected not to feel jealous when someone has received, or has, something which we wish we had? The Ibn Ezra asks this question in Parshas Yisro, when the Isser against jealousy is first presented in the Torah as the 10th of the Aseres HaDibros. After all, what is lo tachmod, do not covet what belongs to others, if not essentially an Isser against feeling jealous of what another has? That the Torah can forbid me from acting out of my desire and jealousy, one can understand. But how can the Torah demand for me not to feel jealous or not to desire anything itself? The Ibn Ezra answers with a famous mashal. The peasant who sees the beautiful princess pass through his village one day does not desire her. Why not? Ki yada ki ze lo yitachen, because he knows that this princess is out of his league. Just as he won't desire to have the ability to fly like the birds, says the Ibn Ezra, so too he won't even feel desire vis-a-vis this beautiful Bat Melech. Continues the Ibn Ezra, Kacha kol maskil tzarich sheyeda. Every smart person must realize that whatever he is supposed to have in his life, HaKadosh Baruch Hu has given him. Everything else is apparently not meant for him. The money he doesn't have, the house, the clothes, the parents, the spouse, whatever it may be, he ought to view it all as in a completely different league from him, as clearly irrelevant to him. For if it were relevant and appropriate for him, HaKadosh Baruch Hu certainly would have given it to him. What emerges from this insight of the Ibn Ezra